Lisa and Jennie, deeply moved by Jungkook's dance, invite him to dance together. So, the atmosphere inside an exclusive rehearsal studio in Seoul suddenly transformed into an unforgettable moment for everyone present. Lisa and Jennie, Blackpink, were reportedly deeply moved after witnessing Jungkook, BTS, perform an emotional, precise, and heartfelt dance. So much so that Jungkook eventually invited them to dance together in a spontaneous moment described as too beautiful to be just a rehearsal. According to an internal source from the entertainment industry, the meeting was not originally planned as an official collaboration. The three happened to be in the same studio due to separate rehearsal schedules for different projects. However, when Jungkook began playing music and practicing alone in the center of the room, Lisa and Jennie's attention was immediately drawn to him. Jungkook's movements were said to be not only powerful and technically impressive, but also deeply expressive. Every step, stomp, and turn seemed to tell a story of struggle, freedom, and a genuine passion for art. Lisa, known as a world-class dancer, reportedly stopped in her tracks and stood still, watching him closely, unable to look away. "It's not just dance, it's feeling," Lisa whispered, according to the source. Jennie was also said to have fallen silent, with her arms crossed lightly over her chest. She observed the small details in Jungkook's transitions, his breath control, the way his facial expressions shifted with the music. Several staff members in the room reportedly felt chills watching the moment unfold. When the song ended, the room remained silent for a few seconds. Jungkook lowered his head, catching his breath, unaware that the two K-pop icons were holding back their emotions. Lisa was said to briefly wipe her face, trying to compose herself. "I forgot this was just practice," Jennie said with a small smile. Seeing their reaction, Jungkook looked slightly surprised. He let out a soft laugh and said sincerely, "If you want, join me." Without hesitation, Jungkook extended his hand toward the center of the room, a simple gesture that instantly changed the atmosphere. Lisa and Jennie exchanged a glance before stepping forward. The music played again, this time at a more relaxed tempo. Lisa immediately blended into the rhythm, her movements sharp yet elegant, while Jennie brought a cool, charismatic energy. Jungkook stayed between them, adjusting his intensity, allowing the moment to flow naturally without any formal choreography. They weren't dancing as global idols, but as three artists who spoke the same language of movement and music. Some staff members reportedly forgot to record the moment, too mesmerized by the rare scene unfolding before them. What made the moment so touching was their expressions. Lisa smiled widely several times, clearly enjoying the freedom of dancing without pressure. Jennie let out soft laughter mid-movement, while Jungkook appeared more relaxed than usual, as if he had found a safe space to express himself fully. When the music stopped, the three bowed to one another. Lisa reportedly approached Jungkook and said, "Thank you. Your movement reminded me why I fell in love with dance." Jennie added quietly, "The energy was honest. That's rare." Though never officially announced, the moment quickly became a topic of discussion within the entertainment industry. Many described it as one of the most sincere interactions between idols of major generations. Without ego, without cameras, just art and emotion. As of now, there has been no confirmation whether this emotional encounter will lead to an official collaboration. But one thing is certain. For Lisa, Jennie, and Jungkook, that brief dance will remain a deeply personal memory, a reminder that beneath the stage lights and global fame, they are simply dancers in love with music. After the dance, a moment that changed the mood. So, after the music stopped and the studio returned to silence, none of them moved right away. There was an unusual but warm pause, as if everyone in the room knew they had just witnessed something special. Lisa sat down on the wooden floor, leaning her back against a mirrored wall. She took a deep breath, her face still visibly emotional. Her hands lightly tapped her knees, a small habit she often has when her thoughts are full. "I rarely feel like this after dancing," Lisa said calmly. "Usually I'm just tired, but this feels different." Jungkook, standing not far from her, smiled shyly and lowered himself to sit as well, keeping a respectful distance. "I was just letting out what I've been feeling," he said quietly. Jennie watched the exchange with a subtle smile. She knew that for a dancer like Lisa, those words weren't ordinary praise. They were a heartfelt acknowledgement, staff reactions, and a warmer atmosphere. The staff members, who had been silently observing from the corners of the room, began exchanging glances. Some whispered softly, some smiled, and a few discreetly rubbed their arms, still feeling the chills. It felt like watching a performance that's never existed before. One staff member murmured. The once professional atmosphere softened into something more intimate. There were no boundaries between BTS and Blackpink. Just three individuals completely immersed in art, an honest conversation. Jennie broke the silence. "Your movements felt so honest," she said, looking at Jungkook. "Not for cameras, not for anyone." Jungkook nodded slightly, laughing softly. "Maybe because there were no cameras," he replied. Lisa laughed with them, then spoke more gently. "If we ever danced together on stage, it would be emotionally heavy." The room fell quiet again. No one responded immediately, but everyone understood that the words weren't just a joke. A second, more personal dance. Without any announcement, Jungkook stood up and returned to the center of the room, changing the song, this time slower, more emotional. Without words, Lisa followed him. Jennie joined them but stayed slightly to the side, giving space. This second dance was different. There were no big movements, just eye contact, subtle hand gestures, and small steps filled with meaning. Jungkook and Lisa danced as if they were having a conversation, not with words, but with their bodies. Lisa was seen holding back a smile, her eyes slightly glassy. Her movements were soft yet strong. Jungkook adjusted his rhythm, lowering the intensity, as if carefully protecting the shared emotion. Jennie watched from the side, arms crossed, not joining this time, but clearly feeling the emotional resonance. An unforgettable ending. As the song ended, Lisa stopped first. She bowed her head for a long moment, then looked up with a sincere smile. "Thank you," she said to Jungkook. "Today reminded me of who I used to be." Jungkook remained silent for a few seconds before replying. "Me too." Jennie then stepped forward and gently wrapped an arm around Lisa's shoulders. "You too made the studio feel small," she said with a smile. Rumors began to spread. Though no official statement was made, word of the emotional moment slowly spread within the entertainment industry. Speculation began to rise. Was this the start of a dance collaboration, a special project, or simply a once-in-a-lifetime moment meant to happen only once? What was clear is that for Lisa and Jennie, Jungkook's dance that day was more than a performance. It was proof that true art is still alive, and sometimes all it takes is one song to touch the heart. Lisa, Jennie, Jungkook dance moment leaks to the public. Fans worldwide go wild. So, what began as a private moment inside a closed rehearsal studio soon turned into a global conversation. Days after the emotional encounter between Lisa, Jennie, and Jungkook, rumors of a deeply emotional dance session began circulating within industry circles, eventually leaking to the public. It all started with a cryptic social media post by an anonymous choreographer. Sometimes, one song is enough to unite three great souls in one room. Though no names were mentioned, fans quickly connected the dots. Within hours, keywords like secret studio, top generation idols, and emotional dance began trending across platforms. Fan speculation explodes. Blackpink and BTS fans started piecing together clues, rehearsal schedules, studio locations, and possible overlaps in timing. Lisa and Jungkook's names appeared most frequently, with Jennie often mentioned as both a witness and participant. Jungkook dances with emotion. "It's easy to imagine how intense it must have been," one fan wrote. Some fans even claimed to have seen the three leaving the same studio on the same day, though no visual evidence surfaced. Agencies remained silent.